Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Receiver going in motion. Here comes the speed on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense win.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history, first played in 1916 with the Vols blanking the Gators in Florida. Tennessee actually won the first 10 meetings, with Florida not getting a W in the series until 1954.
And there was a period of time, Reese, in this rivalry that the game not only had SEC championship implications, but national championship implications too. You think back to the heyday of this rivalry in the late 90s. Danny Werfel going up against Peyton Manning. We played the Vols, and we had games that were won in overtime. We had games that went down to 2-minute drives. There was so much NFL talent on the field, and it was such a competitive and physical game every single year.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air, it's Lagway. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he'll just get rid of that one.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete first down. Now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense. And I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Aguilar. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Snagged in the middle, it's Staley. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He'll start this drive going to the air. They've got the screen set up. He's loose. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job, because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback, because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The offense starts with a 1st and 5 after the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Powers through the defender. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield.
And the defense had that one sniffed out from the start. But look at this. The offense back on the ball, going with some tempo. This defense has got to communicate fast and get lined up.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. The Gators headed quickly to the line. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Time to take a shot. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defense defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration.
Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Fourth down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got him downfield. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
If a free safety comes blitzing, you've got to throw a slant behind it to the receiver. So that time the quarterback and receiver, they may not have been on the same page.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Gets rid of it. Finds a tight end.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. They'll run the screen. At midfield, he's got room. Wide open spaces. Inside the touchdown, Volunteers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. He wants to throw it. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. To the air, it's Aguilar. They're setting up the screen. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead. Touchdown, Tennessee. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead.